Nestled in the heart of the Peruvian Andes lies a sacred mountain called Salkantay, where snow-capped peaks meets glacial lakes and ancient Inca trails wind through lush valleys. In the Quechua language, Salkantay means wild, a name that perfectly reflects its wild beauty and unpredictable nature. My story with Salkantay began 2 years ago when I went on my first solo trip to Peru.
Peru now!
Due to weather, I never saw Salkantay then. Like its name, Salkantay was every bit as beautiful as it was unpredictable. But I knew I would be back again. Right now it's 4 a.m. and I am waiting for my ride. Okay. We are starting our hike at Salkantay, and from there we are going to hike to our first camp for tonight. And I think it's about 2 hours, and you see a lot of beautiful clouds and misty mountain this morning. This is Munya. As we hiked to Soraypampa, it was easy to notice the Inca's legacy in the landscape. You will see aqueducts that channel water from the mountain to the valleys below. We are getting pretty close to the town of Soraypampa. That's where Lake Humantay is. That's also where our camp and afternoon hike is. Now we have walked a little bit further up the mountain. We have a beautiful view of Humantay Mountain and Salkantay Mountain, both in front of us.
Now we are able to see the Salkantay snow-capped mountain.
Can you point to it?
There.
Ah, okay.
That one.
We are in Soraypampa, and then you can see the beautiful Salkantay Mountain right over here between two valleys. It's a great campground because you get both the Humantay Mountain and the Salkantay Mountain in the background. We have arrived at our campsite. This is my dome for the night. It's definitely so much better than sleeping in a tent. And it's pretty cool. I think this whole dome is made of glass. At nighttime, they will flip over the cover. So the idea is that you can sleep under the stars at night. We just finished lunch and the mountain right now looks so beautiful. I'm going to try to fly my drone a little bit. In the afternoon, we're going to head to Humantay Lake. Now we're headed to Humantay Lake. From the trailhead, it's about an hour steep hike uphill. I would say this hike is fairly difficult, but you can also hire a horse to take you to the top of Humantay Lake. Walking for 20 minutes, but stopping a lot and going very slowly. Most people are moving pretty slowly up. We are at elevation. I think right now we're around 4,000 meters. Oh my god, still so far to go. Look, that's where I need to go. I think we are halfway there, but still feels like a long way to go. And our campsite is so far away right now. After another half hour of steep ascent, I finally reached the top. Humantay Lake. I have finally arrived at Humantay Lake. It's much harder than I remembered, but it's just as beautiful.
But this is still visible, the turquoise color of the water, right?
I found this nice little corner away from the people. You can actually hear the glacier cracking. Humantay Lake is considered a holy place. Its shimmering turquoise water is fed by the melting glaciers above. For centuries, it has been the site of offering to Pachamama, or Mother Earth. It's getting dark and we are headed back to our campsite. There's like the light coming out. Yeah, look at the bone on the back. So skinny. They just made it back to our campsite and they actually took off the cover on top of our igloos. Oh, this tastes so good. Oh, that was a really great hike. Oh, this is such a beautiful view. Soon, it was time for dinner. So it's like it's a passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Ah, passion fruit.
Too salty, too sweet. You can meet travelers from all over the world at Salkantay. We come from all walks of life, but for a brief moment, our paths intersect because of this hike. As night falls, I lie in bed inside my glass dome, staring up at the sky like a kid who doesn't want to go to sleep. There's no Wi-Fi, no electricity, and I could not turn my eyes away from the mesmerizing sky, waiting for the stars to come out. Perhaps that's why humans have always looked up at the stars. It's our way of feeling connected to the universe and understanding our place in this world. Good morning. I just packed my bag and ready to say goodbye to my lovely igloo. So we're headed to Salkantay Pass this morning. Super excited for this hike, but it's a hard one. Yesterday's hike was, I think, 3 kilometers, and today's hike is 15 kilometers and at a much higher elevation. Bye, horsey. Bye. Right now it's 6 a.m. The sun has just risen and we are on our way to Salkantay Pass. So the horses are doing so much for this trek. They're not only carrying a lot of the food and supplies, but people can actually ride horses up to Salkantay Pass because it is a pretty difficult uphill climb. So a lot of people choose to ride horses up, which makes this a very accessible hike for anyone. He's not walking.
Je sors samedi soir comme un connard, je rentre à midi, lundi soir au boulot je rentre à 18h. Sinon...
We have now arrived at Salkantay Pampa, which is the flat valley right below Salkantay, and we are very close. Just kidding. After Salkantay Pampa begins the most difficult part of the hike. The ascent becomes steeper and more challenging as you steadily climb uphill above 4,000 meters. There is two different routes that goes to Salkantay Pass. There's the traditional Seven Snakes path. It's like a winding path that's flatter and longer, but most hikers take this route, which is faster but much steeper. The landscape changes dramatically as the lush valleys disappear, revealing the stunning Salkantay Mountains ahead. Okay, we are now halfway to the Salkantay Pass. The sun has came out. Gracias. French fry and chicken hamburguesa. We've now arrived at Soraypampa, which is this tiny lake underneath Salkantay Pass.
I think it's fairly common here, but yeah, this one also lives, share the same habitat.
Ah, okay. As I climb higher toward the pass, the air becomes thinner, making it increasingly difficult to breathe. Okay, that's the top Salkantay Pass. We've made it. Salkantay Pass. Is this it?
Yes.
Okay. No more. Yes, I see the sign. I took a picture there 2 years ago. I'll show you later.
Okie dokie.
Salkantay 4630 meters. After about 4 hours of hiking and 800 meters in elevation gain, I finally reached Salkantay Pass. For centuries, Salkantay has been revered as an Apu, a sacred mountain spirit. People journey from far and wide to pay their respect. In some ways, this hike feels like my own pilgrimage. The Greek philosopher Heraclitus once said, "A man cannot step into the same river twice because it is not the same river, and he is not the same man." There's something so moving about coming back to Salkantay again and seeing it through a new lens. I saw both memories of who I was and how far I've come. It's not just about finally seeing the mountain, but also each step along the way that brought me closer. As my hike through Salkantay comes to an end, I know my journey is far from over, with the road ahead as wide and uncharted as the mountains themselves.